Howdy folks, here today to show you the new Arken SH4 Generation 2 unboxing. This is a 6x24 and it is the second generation of their original SH4 line, which has SH stands for shooting, hunting, is kind of the focus. Anyway, this has been anticipated. I have actually two of them here I'll show you, but this is a MOA model. They come in a MOA and a MIL rad. You're seeing the boxing. This time they now have a manual included. You can always get a manual on top of or on the website. You can always download this info if you need it. Kind of like the original boxing setup. There's a battery in there because this is illuminated. I'll go through the specs here in a little bit. Got the old bikini cover. Got the sunshade that comes with it. Pretty well packed up here, pretty good. In the background here is the EP4 6-24. I kind of put it in here so you have some reference to it. This is the sunshade. And then the old sticker here. Make sure you don't put more than 15 inch-pounds on the tubes. If you crank any tube on any optic on the planet too much, you can crush it or screw up or mess up the parallax, bind it up or so. She looks and feels almost very similar to the EP4. Probably similar structures, internals and stuff it is, although the turret looks a little bit bigger. This is the MOA model obviously, but one of the things here, the MOA on model, the difference between this and the EP4 other than the glass and the feature set, which is the illumination, which is over here, which has a on and off for each one, and it goes up to 10. And here you got your parallax, which they've now added distances to the parallax, which is kind of nice. So you can kind of get a sense of where you are, and then kind of a graphic as you're getting closer to infinity. The MOA scope has 20 minutes of angle per one revolution. I know the MRAD has 8, and the EP4 on the MRAD has 10. If you can see, it's not 10. This is but they did that with the idea of giving a little better feel. There's the 8. To get a little better feel on the turrets, and you can kind of tell turning it. It still sounds about the same, but it feels a little bit more, I guess, precise, and that's because instead of having 10 stations that you can stop, or 10 times, 10 times 10, which is, this would have 100 stops, and this would have 80. So there's a little more room to kind of, when you get to that thing, it just slides in a little easier. It's not like it's tight enough where it might fly by. But not that you'd felt it, but these do feel a little bit more refined, than these. Now, my understanding is they do have steel internals, which I think that's what the Arkens are going to, or have. This is the MRAD, obviously. 0.1, the 8. So I have your zero stop here at the top, which if you look at some of my other videos, it kind of shows you how to do that. 6-24, obviously. This is the new illumination, which illuminates the center dot and the crossing. This shows it without the sunscreen, obviously, but just the feel of them and the sounds is just as good, and I feel like the feeling is even better. It's like you can, those are amazing turrets for the price that they've got on this thing right now. at $399, which is an introductory price. Anyway, I'll have to get it out on some rifles and take some shots with the Tacticam next. But that is what you're getting inside of the package. Basic model, sunscreen, battery, bikinis, and all the stuff you need. Now, if you get the Precision pack, you get some stickers. You know, this is their throw level, which is aluminum. It works really well. Looks slick. You know, you can get a little small shooting bag, or use it for however you want to. And they also have a throw or a bubble level that you can get in the Precision pack, which I don't have one at this point. But the other thing, just to give you a little eyeball at, but just show you the two of them side to side. This has obviously got the sunscreen on. They are basically the same length, but these turrets feel and look just a hair bigger than these. I mean, just a hair. But it looks like the same basic construction, the same basic building blocks from their earlier model. This looks a hair bigger than the size of that. That's about it. The glass, obviously, you're going to have to look through that and get that on Tacticam here a little bit later. But it definitely is one solid scope for $399. Just an amazing price for it. Anyway, why I got you here, I thought I'd show you. This is the new rigid precision mount that's come out as well. It's got a 20 MOA built into it. It's 34 millimeter. They don't want you to put more than 18 inch-pounds on the rings, and I think around 30. Yeah, 30 down here on the base now. But this is just brand new as well, so you can put these, you know, on here and use them as they go. So it'll be interesting to try that out. It's pretty light, you know. Feels solid, but it is, you know, it's not heavy. It's, you know, definitely aluminum. So we'll see how it goes. But that is open the box for the new 6-24 50 SH4 to the Gen 2s. And all I can say is bring on the Gen 2s for the EP4s down the road here. I think it will come in time. So anyway, you got any questions? PM me, ask me. Some of the specs on here, as you kind of know, but the eye relief is about 3.5 inches. I've eyeballed through it. It still looks like it has, you know, a good amount of flexibility like the EP4 does. You know, there's about 1/2 inch or so of eye movement you can use. I know the total vertical for the MOA is about 108 MOA, and you've got windage of about 34 on here on the MOA. Now that MILRAD has about 32 mils of vertical travel, and the windage we have about 10. So that's the one other thing that's great about these scopes, is they have plenty of vertical travel. Guys are shooting long range, and you can drop the sucker on. You can shoot way out there with that, all that movement in the vertical range. But still has the AZS zero stop system. All that still was the same design, and the parallax is still the same, 25 yards to infinity. So the only difference is obviously now is we now have illumination, which will be interesting, and it illuminates that center crossing and the dot, and the center crossing is beefed up so you can kind of find it quick, and I'll show that later. You can kind of see it on some of the images that are posted up on the website and stuff. But that is the next generation, and this is all in flat black, which is now going to be the standard going forward for all Arkens. So as we were saying, they're going dark, so they're back in black. Anyway, that is the new Arken, and it should be interesting to see how she shoots here. And the next go is this. That's what I'll be aiming for, and I'll share that with you guys too. So thank you much, and if you got any questions, pop one on there, or send me a message over at the The Arken Optics USA Info Facebook group. That's where all this info is here. It's the most comprehensive website out there that has all the info, all the user reviews, video reviews, anything you ever want to know about Arkens are in that Facebook group. So, and I'm always there. You can get a hold of me anytime you want. So, thank you much for watching. MOA out in the light. We'll take a look-see around it. Tons of numbers. One of the reasons I'm not nuts about MOA. But the black, flat black, and nice white markings. It's hard not to see it. Looks pretty nice, slick. Yes, that's a Trump sign. Got to save our Second Amendment. Anyway, over on the left is a rad with the sunscreen. Just a rig. I'll try to hold some of these up. Beefy boys, that's for sure. Can get a little look at that. And here's the middle rad. Maybe. Definitely less numbers. Easier to deal with, in my opinion. Oh, the sun's coming out full tilt. Let's see. You can see that or not. Hard to tell. Anyway, I'll try to get some shots of it looking through and share it.